What's going on, everyone? Today I wanted to wish one of my favorite shows still to this day, Transformers Prime, a happy 15th anniversary. I cannot believe it has been 15 years already since this show first debuted on the Hub channel. Just such a great show and tons of great memories. So I'm going to get started off by reviewing this section. I'm going to be reviewing the Voyagers, the Deluxes, and some APC stuff as well. I'm just going to start listing names and some references and some memories I had with some of the figures. So starting off, we have Knockout here. Really great figure. I just recently purchased him. Just to let you guys know, I've been recently collecting all of these Deluxes and the more bigger scale figures. I used to collect the Cyberverse figures when I was really little. I preferred that scale for some reason because it had more characters in it. But these are really great details, so I collected these two as I got older. Started like a year ago. So as we can see there, we got Breakdown, a little out of focus. We also got Arachnid, the APC version. We also got, I think Dead End over there. Then we got this really cool Predaking figure right here. It's supposed to light up, but I left it like that. I think it's out of batteries. We also got Skyquake right there in the back. We got an APC Soundwave. That is the best one because it is in scale with the first edition Starscream. And the other one was much shorter. If you had that one, I had it for a while, but I returned it because it was damaged. We also got Dreadwing over here. Rest in peace, Tony Todd. What a legend. The Fallen. Just so many great iconic characters. And really great actor and voice actor. So we also got Shockwave over there from the Beast Hunters line. Really great figure. It had some little accessories which are easy to lose, and the little rubber fusion cannon thing. And it also would spin. Really cool gimmick. Let me see if I can do it really quick. You probably can't see it that well, but it would do a little gimmick like that. We also got the APC Toys Dark Master Megatron. They didn't want to get copyrighted or have to deal with legal rights, so they renamed it. We also got one of my favorites. Actually, one of my most expensive figure I bought. The very first expensive figure I bought, actually. $70. I remember mowing the lawn to get that thing when I was really little. Really funny memories. And here we got some Viacons. I've just recently started picking those up as well. One of my most latest purchases. Oh yeah, and here we have the little humans. These aren't the authentic ones. These are the APC toy ones from the set with, I think, Bulkhead and Cliffjumper and stuff. Before I forget to mention, such legendary actors for Miko, Jack, and Raphael. They did a great job. I mean, most of the time humans have bad reputations in the Transformers, but these were some of the coolest ones, like Agent Fowler, June Darby, Silas. They had some really great characters and really great development. I mean, some people really think Miko's annoying. I mean, I think Miko's pretty cool. I think Jack's cool. I think Raph's cool. But they have their own personalities, and that's what adds to the show, which is funny. I don't think they really bring the show down. I think, for me, honestly, they bring the show up. So here we also got APC Toys Optimus Prime, and this one is a real showstopper. Really fantastic Optimus. I'm really proud that I got this one. It has been going up in price, and this is the one with the blue fusion cannons. That one's a little less common to come by. We also got Ultra Magnus back here. Really cool. We also got Bulkhead from APC Toys. See Optimus's Star Saber sticking out there. We got Wheeljack from APC Toys. The APC Toys ones just have better paint. I can't tell you. And I'm really excited for when they redo Ratchet and Bumblebee. There's Ratchet. I had it sealed, but I got it for like $20 sealed like a year ago, but I resold it for like a good amount. But it went higher since then. There's first edition Bumblebee. We got a hybrid RC. I actually got this one online from some seller. The same seller that I got this Optimus from. I bought it from like a pack for like $200. I know it was kind of a lot, but you know what? When you think about this Optimus separately, he's actually worth more than $200 now. He's like $500 on eBay. We also got this RC, so it was kind of cool. I got like a Soundwave and an extra Dark Master Megatron, so maybe I'll sell those or something. We'll see. But yeah, you can see this one has the red RID head sculpt mixed with the RID body and APC Toys weapon. Really cool. We also got Cliffjumper back there. Can't forget RC's partner in the show. We also got Smokescreen, lost his phase shifter. Must be around here somewhere. We also got the Beast Hunters Optimus Prime. Really cool. I just don't know why the face looks like that. I think it was concept art and that's around the time they were running out of budget, so they had to kind of lower the quality. I mean, just look at this quality, or at least this quality, compared to that quality. You can see it declining. And before I forget, I think I may have missed Starscream. So there's Starscream, really great figure. And I decided to paint the missiles red. I got that one actually from OfferUp. Great seller. He sold it to me for like 20 bucks with everything. And then I go and paint this stuff. Yeah. And moving on, we have Optimus Prime. Really great figure. This is the RD one. It's not that great. What am I talking about? This is the first figure, actually. These are the two first figures that I got from the Transformers Prime. I got these ones in 2012. So, little did I know I'd be waiting a little around, maybe I'd say like 13 years to finish this little collection of the RD line. There's an APC Toys RC. RC is a great character. And here's another RC. And yeah, there's another RC. Before we move on to the smaller scale, let's finish off with these ones. Then there's RD Megatron. I remember returning that one at Walmart because the cannon wasn't working, and it doesn't even matter because I don't have the cannon for this one right now. All the accessories are just hidden. And before I forget, I think I forgot to review, unfortunately, Breakdown, I think. I don't know. Oh, well, maybe I'm double reviewing them, but there he is. Really cool. I got him from the 10th anniversary pack for about 100 with the Viacon. It was a good buy compared to what it is now. There's Soundwave again. There's all that stuff. I think I covered them. Moving on. I think we're about to move on to the... Well, let me review this first. Here is the Beast Mode Predaking. I don't really know what you call it. I forgot what it was. I think it's like a Voyager Predaking, if I'm not mistaken. He has some screws in his head on that side. Should have left it on the other side, but you know, it's pretty cool. I recently found this. I found this one actually a few years ago at a thrift store. Really good. Always has good stuff. And then I got his tail from online for about like $12. It was worth it to complete it. Moving on to the Cyberverse figures. This is when Hasbro was really trying to incorporate the Cyberverse or the smaller scale figures into their lines. We've seen that in Dark of the Moon and Transformers Prime, of course. Some other reincarnations of Transformers as well, but I don't think it lasted that long. We also seen little repaints for Age of Extinction, such as Stinger being this knockout remold. It was crazy. And funny, weird variants we would see at little stores that were bootlegs or like different reissues at like Family Dollar. Here we have a little flying Viacon. Never got the Ace Viacon. That one's a really rare one. It's like in the UK. There's a Viacon. Another one. The Steve one, to be exact. We also got Knockout with his chewed up little electrifier there. I didn't do that. It just warped for some reason and faded throughout all the years. There's Arachnid. I thought they were going to do Arachnid. That's why I bought the bigger one at first. But I saw this one when they released it for Beast Hunters, and it was really cool. Here's Starscream. He's still standing. He doesn't really stand that well. That was one of the first Transformers Prime figures I picked up. And this Optimus was the first one I picked up. And then Bulkhead and it was Bulkhead, Bumblebee, Optimus, and Starscream, I think. It was Megatron, Starscream, Optimus, and Bulkhead. What am I talking about? That was the wave one, I think, of the Cyberverse. Because there was the Cyberverse Legends class, and then there was a Commander class. These were the first Commander classes released. Still intact today. Before I forget to mention, such legendary actors for Miko, Jack, and Raphael. They did a great job. I mean, most of the time, humans have bad reputations in the Transformers, but these were some of the coolest ones, like Agent Fowler, June Darby, Silas. They had some really great characters and really great development. I mean, some people really think Miko's annoying. I mean, I think Miko's pretty cool. I think Jack's cool. I think Raph's cool. But they have their own personalities, and that's what adds to the show, which is funny. I don't think they really bring the show down. I think, for me, honestly, they bring the show up. So, yeah, it was really fun seeing them around interact. It was really funny. Then we have a little Takara Tomry one back there. The little Easy Collection Starscream, which is still better intact. And then we have a repaint of Dreadwing, which is actually right here. He was a afterthought for some reason. I thought he would have been the first one to be released, but he was actually released after Dreadwing. And how do I know that? I remember getting this one at Frankensons a while back when I couldn't find them in stores because there were scalpelers at the time. I just didn't know what scalpelers were. I was really little. But this one's really cool. And the weird thing is, with this one, he would be packaged with an Autobot logo insignia rather than that. And oh yeah, here's another one, Shockwave, that also got found at my local Frankensons. Really cool. And then we have Hardshell. That was a really great one. And we have Predaking right here. That's a cool one as well. I like the transformation. Got that one from Walmart. Got a lot of these from Walmart and Target, actually. There's Nemesis Prime. They call him Nightwatch Optimus Prime for some reason. And then we have, that's not Trail Cutter. Forgot his name. Sunstreaker? No, that's not, I don't even remember, to be honest. Apologies. You guys probably know more than I do, but here is the two Ultra Magnuses. The concept one, though I think they were going to go with that, but they just changed their mind. In Beast Hunters, they released the actual Ultra Magnus. This one was kind of hard to come across, along with the Bludgeon, hope I'm saying that right, and the Megatron Unicron figure, which does not look anything like Megatron Unicron. There's the real Megatron Unicron, which we will get to in a minute. There's Abominus waiting for us. Anyways, we have Wheeljack. That one was released separately, only to be toppled by a far superior Wheeljack, which is right here, that came with the Starhammer, which I will show later on. We also had some really weird figures, such as Evac from the Universal Studios ride. We had Mirage, and we also had this really, really weird Soundwave variant from Dark of the Moon, which were all packaged and licensed or merchandised as Transformers Prime figures, which does not make sense. It was really weird. And then there's another repaint of Knockout, an orange one, which is separate and only to be toppled by the Driller Knockout. I don't know why they did that. I guess they wanted people to spend more money for the superior versions. Kind of funny marketing there. And we have, Optimus, a closer look at Optimus. Really cool. And then there's Megatron. The other one is completely totaled, so this is the easy collection one. There's Bumblebee. There's RC. I remember literally riding a bike for that one. Funny memories I have with each of these figures. I remember riding a bike for that one. I literally was learning to ride a bike for the first time. And the challenge was I would get this RC figure if I literally rode the bike all across the street or to the end of the street. And I did it. So that's why that figure's here today. We also got Tailgate. That one is on his knees because he's missing one of his feet. Sorry, Tailgate. We also got Ratchet. He's a little scarred up. Probably might rebuy that one. We also got Ironhide, which was actually going to be a main character, but he got scrapped, and we got Bulkhead instead. Actually look a lot better of a mold, I think, in my opinion, if they upscaled it. We also didn't see an upscale. I would have appreciated if we would have gotten an upscale of Hardshell. Would have been really, really cool. And then we got Abominus back here. I think I'm saying it right. Really cool. Just a combination of all of the Predacons. Megatron Unicron, he has some little cool accessories back there. And then we also got Zombie Skyquake. Zombie. We also got some weird variants of Optimus Prime, just to sell the mold more. Really cool, but I bought them. And this is where the more of the concept / unique figures are. Here we have a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Predaking. He came with the lab set with a repaint of the, I think, Voyager Shockwave. Yeah, that's the Voyager Shockwave. It was like a darker purple, had some yellow, I think. But yeah, I got this one from a pretty cool toy store that had a lot of cool Transformers stuff. And we can also see the little Apex suit, Silas breakdown down there, whatever you call it. And then there's a little beast mode Bumblebee. I think they were going to give all of the characters beast modes. I think they even referenced it, but they didn't, unfortunately. There's a Bumblebee that we've seen appear. And then there's Smokescreen. There's another Smokescreen that didn't appear. There's an Optimus that appeared, but it just doesn't look too much like the final product or design. Then there's a tactical Bulkhead. Some really interesting designs. I don't know if they did it because they were going to actually do concepts on these for them to actually appear, or if it was just to sell more figures. Probably just to sell more figures for some of them. We also have Flame War. That's an interesting pick. So yeah, we also got Easy Collection Cliff Jumper, the Terracon one. I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't really make. Well, I guess they did make one. I just never picked it up. They made a deluxe one. Then there's Prowl. I do have all the weapons for these guys. I just didn't want to mix them all up and stuff, and then they all fall off and everything, and I lose which ones. So I put them somewhere nicely. Here is a figure that is a bootleg, but I decided to pick it up because it reminded me of Thunderwing. However, it is an upscale of one of the Abominus figures, which happens to be Ripgut, I think, or Hunger. One of them, I think. Hopefully I'm not mixing up their names. There's another Starscream, a Beast Hunter Starscream. I almost said Beast Wars. Then there's a repaint of Hardshell, interesting, from the Predacons Rising. He never actually appeared in Predacons Rising. That's interesting. We also have this gigantic Optimus Maximus, or whatever you call it, suit. I found it from the thrift store a few years ago, but it was all missing all of its parts and stuff. But I found it for maybe $2 or $3, so I was like, I'll just pick it up anyways. But you would basically put all of your Cyberverse figures into this, and it would make a cool Optimus. It had a gigantic head, and you can barely see it, but there's also a Robo Driller. I found that at the store, really cool. And then there's Fallback down there. I don't know why they made the breakdown mold so short. There's Trail Cutter, another bulkhead that looks like a gladiator. They were supposed to become pirates in season 4, but they ran out of budget. That would have been kind of funny. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that it ended. Here are some really small figures. I believe they released on the 30th anniversary. They had different genres of Transformers come together, such as Prime, Dark of the Moon, and Bayverse, and all that stuff, and Generation 1. And they would release these little figures that had little stands, little cards, and you would connect the little cards together, you would collect them, and it would create a gigantic image. It would show the specs and the courage of each character. That's funny. And that's actually what these figures did, basically. They had little boxes with little specs on them on the side. And this is actually what I'm talking about. You could see here they show an image render of the character. We also got some strength, intelligence, speed, endurance, rank. So you can tell Arachnid is not that strong when you compare it to Optimus. Except he did get immobilized. Hilarious. I want to move on to the gimmicky figures, which are from McDonald's. Really fun figures. I don't know why McDonald's doesn't release Transformers stuff more often. They had little cool gimmicks. You can see here, you can do that. Then you can do this. You would see Breakdown's little cannon. I thought it was a hammer when I was little. And this one would shoot something and it would also light up, which was really cool. And we also got Optimus here. He would also light up. And his smokestacks come down to be some type of weaponizer gimmick, similar to Dark of the Moon. We also got a bulkhead here that would shoot projectiles at you with Autobot logos, similar to the Revenge of the Fallen Starscream figure from McDonald's. And we also got a little Ratchet here. This gimmick doesn't work that well for mine, but you would just pop it out and heal up a little gun or a little missile that doesn't really project much. We also got a Bumblebee that projects. Let me try it. It's jammed. We also got some other figures. I can't believe that this show was really good and they actually decided to release a second set of these figures. I can't tell which ones were first or which ones were last. I don't know why they didn't add RC. That was kind of a crime. We got Bulkhead. He could shoot missiles. Megatron can do the same. We got Breakdown with spins, Bumblebee, Optimus, and Starscream. Really great figures. And Starscream also shoots a missile. Oh, there it goes. And Optimus had this really weird feature where you can slash or something. I don't know how it works. And here are the Transformers RED figures. They only made a few of these. Megatron. We also got Knockout and RC and Optimus. But the material on these just is very flimsy and rubbery, and I could see why they discontinued them. I don't think they'll ever release them. There was a Starscream prototype. I seen it on the internet, but I was like, heck no, I'm paying like $300, $400 for that prototype. And I literally just got this right now. Here's the Transformers Smash-Ems. They're re-released right now, ironically, at a time of Transformers Prime turning 15. You can see we got all of the Transformers Prime characters here. I'm going to open these later and save it for another video, maybe later today if I get time. And I even have here some Transformers Prime DVDs. We got, I think that's Season 1. I don't know what episodes it includes. I guess some episodes. Then we have the One Shall Stand arc, when they fight Unicron, and then we got Predacons Rising over there, the finale, Transformers Prime. Then we got some IDW comics. That's what they would look like, Transformers Prime, the Dinobots. We got some more Beast Hunter stuff over there. Looks like interesting concepts. And we also got How to Draw Transformers Prime. I used to try to learn to draw these characters all the time. Just so cool. Such a cool comic book. It really shows the art of Transformers Prime, Skyway Breakdown, Ratchet, Arachnid, RC. So many great characters you don't want to miss out on. Starscream, Bumblebee, and Optimus. This was just such a fun comic book. Or a little book to draw stuff. And the little art comics were so unique. And they were really creative. I as well have some of the boxes still here intact. We have some of the original RID, Robots in Disguise figures boxes here, as well as a sealed Arachnid. I did need a new one of those since the original broke, and that wasn't a good figure to begin with anyways. So I got the APC one. You can tell here's the APC one, as well as some of the other boxes. We have the Attack Prime, Dark Master, the Angel Engine, the Galaxy Mod, and Giant Hammer. They just call them That's Funny. And then here we have the 10th anniversary Transformers Prime Breakdown and Viacon set box. And over here we have a legendary game, Transformers Prime the game on the Nintendo DS. I know it's not the best version out there in terms of visuals and story mode, but it was really, really cool. Had really great characters, and it's really cool that all of the original voice actors reprise their roles except Dreadwing Tony Todd, rest in peace. And I also wanted to pay respects to Marky Post. Such great actors and actresses that we lost. June Darby and Dreadwing, legendary characters. Did a great job. I also broke some figures over the years, as you can tell. These got quite demolished, and there was plenty more of that. I also did some painting and some weird customizing for the characters. I have some accessories from some characters I can't find, such as my Predaking. We have some accessories from APC, custom accessories for Transformers Prime, such as the Megatron Unicron hammer I made years ago. And we also have the breakdown suit figure. I forgot what it was called. I think it was like the Apex armor or something. I don't know. It was called something weird. We also have the Jackhammer, which is Wheeljack ship. Really, really cool. And it would even light up and do some cool stuff. You can see it lights up. And you can put your little Cyberverse figures on here with these little gimmicky handles here. Really, really cool. Hasbro was really trying to incorporate the gimmicky stuff on their toy line, which was really cool, but at the same time, it took away from the quality, and we just wanted plain weapons in the end. Thank you all so much for watching this video if you made it to the end. It was just such a fantastic time collecting all these things, and it took tons of years, tons of effort. I mean, even though it didn't feel like it since it was a span of years, but really cool. And if you tried purchasing all these nowadays, it would probably be a nightmare, more than what it was back then. But yeah, I don't have the whole entire collection, still working on it, but this is pretty much a majority of it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned for more videos. I'll probably be doing separate reviews for all these figures, but it's going to take probably 5 years to do reviews for all these things, to be honest.